my name is Pierre. I will take you to a demonstration on the A58, the smart highway. I will demonstrate the ShockwaveTrafficJam, and we have two services, the Flow Patrol and the Zoof. And these devices are working with a Wi-Fi installation which is installed on the A58. We have a Wi-Fi, a router which is on the highway, and we have a receiver here in the car. As you can see, we have two receivers, one for Flow Patrol, one for Zoof. So this is a test environment, and it looks a little bit neat with all the cables, but in real life the cables are invisible. There we are on the A58. As you can see, the device will make contact with the Wi-Fi on the highway, and they will pick up and they say, here you can see there will be a traffic jam in 3 kilometers, and with the Wi-Fi along the road and the devices in the car, there's data going up and on, and with this data we can collect information about the traffic jams ahead. Not only what I can see, but just a little bit further, and I also give information to the traffic back to me. And thereby, by this information, I get a pre-warning of the traffic jam, so I will slow down a little bit, and I go fluently, slowly through the traffic jam. That's what happens on this road. And now we are getting to one of the routers. In the middle of the road you can see a little black box hanging with 2 antennas. That's the Wi-Fi, and that one is communicating with us.
When the traffic changes, the beacons recognize this based on data from your car and the cars around you. These data are combined with data from various supplementary sources, such as the road manager and floating car data. Based on this information, suitable speed advice is calculated in no time and displayed on your smartphone. Privacy is guaranteed and data are secured at all times. When this speed advice is followed, you approach the cars ahead of you at a steadier pace. The front cars are advised that the congestion has dissolved and that they can proceed at the normal speed. The shockwave disappears. With this technology, you not only receive speed advice based on the traffic around you, but also transmit information yourself. Your driving conditions thus find their way to fellow drivers kilometers behind you, in the form of speed advice on their smartphones. We call this cooperative driving. This is two-way communication, with road users helping other road users to travel more efficiently by means of a constant exchange of data. As a result, your journey, as well as those of your fellow drivers, are faster, safer, more pleasant and more reliable.
This one is already saying it. Further down the road it gets crowded, so please temper your speed. 90 it says instead of 130, and it's already going to a 70. So it's warning me ahead. This little traffic jam, as you can see, is because of a car which is standing along the road. So it's just a little bit of slowing down. And that's too little to pick it really up and to give a traffic jam warning, but it's enough to slow down the traffic, and this one picks it up. We chose specifically to take 2 service providers. We also have 2 parties who have the Wi-Fi along the road, and we also have 2 data providers. It's important to have those 6 parties in total, because they have to work together. No one has the total solution, they all have one piece of the solution, and by working together they have to work by standards. And working by standards means that we are working on a European standard, which makes it possible for other parties to join as well, and we have a common architecture, a common ecosystem of traffic management. and this ecosystem of traffic management, this open architecture, that's the bigger goal of this project. Because the traffic jam is nice, but that's not going to change the world, only on this piece of road between Eindhoven and Tilburg. And implementing this in the rest of the Netherlands and even more in Europe with other services, not only the traffic jam warning but also other services, that's what makes it worth doing this. Are you comfortable? I'll make it a little bit warmer. I'm having it a little bit cold. Here you can see we are at the end of the traffic jam now, and they both say speed up a little bit further ahead, like 400 meters. They're driving 70, so please speed up so the traffic jam will disappear. We are reaching a petrol station now, which is quite funny because the first participants, sometimes they stopped at the petrol station, and then there was a signal going to the other users that there was a traffic jam. Now we know that we have to filter them out because they're only stopping and it was not really a traffic jam. Okay, we're going to pick up speed. Now we're going to the right, and it's almost the end of our tour on the A58. There we are, leaving the highway. I hope you enjoyed your ride, and I hope I could tell you about the traffic jams.